Thursday, August the 29th, 2013, and I'm down in South Downs, Plumpton, about to undertake a 12-mile circular. This is what lies ahead, pretty much. A walk up past the racetrack with the Downs and Ditchling Beacon, etc. ahead of us. Running a tad late today for various reasons. It's 12:30. So I need to press on really. It's a lovely day, about 70, mid-20s. Pretty breezy though, as usual down here on the Downs. Bit balmy and not 100% visibility, as you can see. A little bit of mist. Anyway, got about 12 miles to do. So it should be done by around about 6:30 I should think. Let's press on. This is one of those quaint lines that still has a signal box, but highly computerised these days. Okay, 5 minutes in, just about to cross the railway line. Nothing is actually indicating thus far that this is a footpath, although it clearly is, but there aren't any signs. Just passing an old stable block. Isn't that a lovely home for swallows? Pile of manure there burning, and the Downs in the distance. Fences, but unlike last week down in Charing, Kent, the owners of this field have left us a way through. Big old Shire horse there. So as you can see, we've just walked past Plumpton Racecourse and have now arrived on the bridleway. There is a bit of the racetrack behind me there. I'm off the bridleway past the farm, and this is the first section that could be potentially muddy in the winter months at least, or after rain. Very rustic scenery here. Good to see as well. First of several footbridges here, and the river, supposed river underneath, bone dry. And they want to do fracking, eh? Coming out into the open, and there's the Downs awaiting us. Ditchling Beacon, etc. Walking into a field of maize, which has got to be 6'6", 2 metres high. The remnants of a fox there, God knows what has happened to it. It's been well crunched up. Looks like it's been run over. As the badger cull goes on this week, talking of deaths. Upon reaching the metal gate, no sign of any wooden finger post. Plumpton College coming into view now, apparently where several thousand land girls trained during the Second World War. Another good shot of the Downs. Another view of the wind capturing the silver of those willows over there. And it certainly is quite a breeze today. Passing through Plumpton College, which which as I say was previously a training centre for the land girls, so it's always had a kind of agricultural equine connection. Looking back towards the Downs and Plumpton College behind those trees there, and that flock of sheep have just been released from the back of a lorry. I know that because the lorry was pulling up just as I walked past. In the garden of the Half Moon pub, got a number of beehives here, which is good to see as well. The rear of the Half Moon is quite an extensive garden. One would reach here under normal circumstances at about 1 o'clock had I got here on time, but I didn't. So on a weekday you'd get here about 1 o'clock, and that would be good timing for lunch for those that wish to have a pub lunch. But I'm going to continue up onto the Downs and have a picnic at Ditchling Beacon, which I'm hoping to reach in around 45 minutes time, possibly earlier. As an example of what they offer, quite pricey, between 12 and 3. Very pleasantly situated. Plenty of tables out the front as well. So, having crossed the road immediately opposite the pub, this is the view that you get, and is where we're headed. Some noise in the background there, that's indication that this is an agricultural area. Just encountered a tractor and a massive plough. Clearly that order isn't being obeyed. Ascending up to the Downs now on a very good footpath or track. The muddy stroke stony surface is going to turn into concrete in a minute. But interestingly, that's the second vehicle I've passed today on this very quiet track. Borstal, what's it called? Borstal. Plumpton Borstal. However, it has enabled me to pause for a second and capture this delightful view. And there is a footpath up the side of this track as well, I notice. Might be a safer option if I could find it. There's the agricultural college again down there. Pretty much the route I've taken thus far all the way back to Plumpton, which is about 2.5 miles at the moment according to my recorder. So just prior to taking the right fork at the top, some lovely views back. Now meeting up with the South Downs Way. And I now realise I have had lunch just down here on a previous walk. God knows which one it was. But as I say, I'm aiming for Ditchling Beacon now. In fact, this walk doesn't actually go past Ditchling Beacon until later on, so I will take lunch at this point again, because it does provide an excellent vista, as you can see, and it is around about that time, coming up 2 o'clock, so perfect timing and positioning really, and it's possible to sit out the wind as well. Okay, 2:30, lunch has been had. Just caught sight of the sea over there on my left. And just to the side of that, hidden in the valley there, Brighton and Hove Albion's football ground at Farmer Road. Views from Street Hill, which is around 200 metres up. Further views of the sea and the cliffs. Not quite sure where that is at the moment. Don't think it's Cuckmere, because I'm approaching Brighton now. In fact, it could be Cuckmere, yeah, because it's between Brighton and Eastbourne, that's right. I don't see any marker post on this fence, or by the fence, as there ought to be. There's Horseshoe Plantation over there, but this is clearly a footpath to diagonally to my right, so I'm going to take it, because that's where we need to be headed. Views over to Ditchling Beacon car park on the right. Wonder if the ice cream man's there today. I would imagine so. Further views back towards Ditchling Beacon from the bridleway. Views back as we approach Millbank Wood, one of the mounds on my left here, or right, as we approach Millbank Wood. Walking alongside Millbank Wood. Glorious today, it really is. So quiet here off the beaten South Downs way. Further views down in the valley. One of those mounds on my left. Now entering Millbank Wood. Very pleasant walking through Millbank Wood here. Good thing about this walk thus far is I don't think there'd be any problem in the winter months with mud. Might be a bit slippy underfoot after rain because of the chalk, and possibly icy in winter, but that can be dealt with. Okay, there's a bit of woodland architecture. Unfortunately, next to one of few, luckily, pylons in the South Downs National Park. Our onward journey is right here, along this bridleway, along what looks like a disused railway line to me. Let me just check the map. Well, maybe not. There isn't an option so to do here. We follow the right fork at this junction, which will bring us out to a road, Ditchling Road, I believe. Okay, just crossed Ditchling Road, now going down this bridleway. Downs on your doorstep, Stanmer and Ditchling Beacons. I do believe I've walked this before. Looks familiar. And what a splendid view we have next to Ditchling Road here, which would explain why there's a couple of artists over there going about their business. Certainly captured a good moment there. Great scenery, which I'm capturing in a different medium. I do like landscape art though. Okay, classic downland scenery here now. My onward journey straight ahead over towards those bushes. As I say, I did do this walk not so long ago in the reverse direction, and this field was full of cows, I seem to remember, as usual in my walks. There's that valley again. What a fantastic view that is. That's what the South Downs is all about in my book. Looking across that valley from a slightly different angle, equally impressive. Interesting little map here indicating where we are, on top of a wooden post telling us that we're at Heathy Brow. I didn't catch this last time I did the Hassocks walk, it was. Hassocks to Brighton, I think. Passing a modern sheep pen here, and in the distance you can see the sea beyond Brighton. I think that's the A23 there. About 200 metres up here. Sign here that autumn's never far away when you see the bales. Views from a point near the 248 metre Ditchling Beacon. Got a bit grey now. There is said trig point over there on my right. 248 metres, the third highest point on the downs after Black Down, and I'm not sure if the other one might be Butser. But anyway, this is the third highest by all accounts. And as per usual, the ice cream vendor is here. This is the last week of the school summer holidays, so still a number of people around at the moment as we hit the busy South Downs way. This is by far the busiest section that I've encountered today. Once you get off the beaten track, it's lovely. Fine views in the distance there. Well, reasonable views because it's so misty. Heat haze. Brighton's football ground again. Information panel about Ditchling Beacon, with my shadow encroaching on most of the information. And there we have, just passing us, a Chinook. Which could be active in Syria pretty shortly if we're not careful. What a joke that is. Fine views on my left as we once again approach Plumpton College. And we will be repeating a bit of the walk in a few minutes time, back down Plumpton Borstal. views back towards the beacon. Here we are, 4:45, and we're now doing a section that duplicates the morning walk, just until we get to the pub at least anyway. Plumpton College down below on my left now. What a fantastic vista that is. Let's hope I don't encounter any machinery descending like I did this morning, like Piccadilly Circus up here. What a great view that is as we descend Plumpton Borstal. Interesting name, isn't it? Plumpton Borstal. Got negative connotations. Another style maintained by the Mundy group, a group I've noticed before in Sussex. Good work they do as well. Here's one of their pieces of work, just past the half moon, and now about to enter a field of alpacas, watching me very carefully. Now encountering a more agricultural scene. It's back along the ridge towards Ditchling Beacon. Well, not Ditchling Beacon, but Plumpton Borstal. Having just crossed this field of cows with calves as well. So caution needed here. Okay, one of the good features of this particular walk is the variety at the beginning and the end here. So you get some good classic downland walking combined with some agricultural stuff on the lower weald. Style's not easy to find and quite overgrown at the moment, needs tending to really, as does the kissing gate opposite. Pastoral scene around Warringall Farm. And another view back at that lovely vista. Here the path forks and there's a small blue arrow on the left gate post which we follow over there. 5:30 now, and this is the vista that awaits us. Okay, another herd of cows to contend with, blocking the path as usual. Approaching East Chiltington, where I'm going to take the alternative route to avoid another farmyard. Been through a couple of them today, so don't need a third one. Around about 6 o'clock and I'm just passing a possible tea time stop, the Jolly Sportsman Free House. Not sure what the opening hours are, I'll ask someone. There you go. Very pleasant garden. They're just opening up and I'm told that they are online and they would like advance notice of large groups turning up, clearly. But the 6 o'clock opening wouldn't ordinarily tie in with the time that this walk would start. Not on a weekday anyway, unless we start late as I did today. Got their own vegetable plot over there as well, so I dare say the food is pretty much organic. Fantastic. I'm sure the meat's not from these horses. It's in the railway line, which I now follow back all the way to Plumpton, which isn't that far actually. Crossing over what appears to be a new footbridge with not that much water left in that river. Railway line just on the left there, passing over that small river tunnel. And the very British pastime of archery taking place here in Plumpton at the recreation ground. Okay, 1824 and I'm back at Plumpton after what was a very nice walk. Plenty of variety, about 14 miles in total per my recorder anyway. A couple of errors were made, but a bit further than the 12 that was forecast. So, all set now for the 1828, so that's good timing, inadvertently, but there you go. Glorious weather was had, and all in all, a very relaxing walk. And as I speak, here comes the train.